Wonderful story. It is well known that Uddalaga, the son of Vajashrava, desiring to possess the fruits of the Vishwajit Yajna, the fire ritual for world conquest, gave all riches away to the Brahmins. A king called Uddalaga he is a son of Vajashrava. He is performing a yajnam, ritual, fire ritual, to possess the whole world. See the whole show. He is doing dhanam to get the whole world. It's like sacrificing all your food, water, everything and doing vratam. What for? To go and eat amrita in the Devaloka. Then better eat here itself. Why are you? I have seen many people doing fasting. What for? No, after that we will go to Devaloka. There we will have amrita. Fools. Who knows whether you will be given at all or not? There is no guarantee. Here at least you have guarantee. Eat and drink and enjoy. If you do something for the sake of some other bigger fruit, it cannot be called as sacrifice. It cannot be called as dana. It cannot be called as ritual. It is only business. It is only business. It is well known that Uddalaga, the son of Vajashrava, desiring to possess the fruits of Vishwajit Yajna. Vishwajit Yajna means if you finish the Yajna, the whole world will come under your control. It is called Vajapaya Yajna. The fire ritual for the world conquest. Gave all his riches away to the Brahmins. To achieve the whole world, he is giving the riches. One thing, there is a subtle meaning in this sutra. If you sincerely start giving away all your properties, you really achieve the whole world. How? Once you throw away the idea of mine, the small possessiveness, you possess the whole universe. I was telling you in the Uttarkashi, there are many people, they cannot enjoy this resort unless it is their own. Unless legally it is theirs. If you stop possessing legally, if you drop the idea of this is mine, this is mine, this is mine from the mind, then wherever you go you will be comfortable. You will be totally enjoying. I know only two kinds of the people on the planet Earth. One who goes on accumulating, another who goes on enjoying. That's all. Man who goes on accumulating never enjoys. Man who goes on enjoys never accumulates. Wherever he is totally enjoying. He is at home. There is a proverb in Tamil, if you give up one house, you will have the whole world as your house. If you give up one father, one mother, the whole world will become your father, mother. The very idea is, you want to ask something?
What about moderation?
Huh?
What about moderation?
Moderation means?
Between the other two extremes.
You see, I am not telling you even to legally give up, but mentally totally give up. Mentally drop the idea, this is mine, that is mine, that is mine. Then you will see, wherever you are, you will be enjoying. The idea is totally based on mind. Your bed and somebody else's house bed, there is no difference. Actually, it is your idea. It is mine, it is theirs. Suddenly, if you get the memory loss, where you will go and lie down, you will enjoy everything. The idea that this is mine and that is mine, that memory only makes you comfortable in some place and uncomfortable in some other place. It is just the idea. The moment you drop the idea, the moment you don't have that mental idea, wherever you are totally comfortable. You are totally relaxed. Nothing. You just try a bit. Whenever the thought comes, you are not at home, you are not at your place, try to drop that idea. Then you will see, naturally you suit with the whole situation. You suit with the atmosphere, with money, with places, with people. The moment you drop this is mine and this is not mine, you feel totally comfortable. You are at ease. That is the idea expressed here. Once you drop the small things which you possess, whole world becomes yours. That is what is supposed to be done. But this guy, but if you are continuously expecting when the whole world will become mine, when the whole world will become mine, And if you drop, it is not giving up. It is just business, bargain. The guy is so much attached to the fruit, he is not ready to follow the path. See, whenever you do some dana for some purpose, naturally what will you do? You will try three things. First thing, you will try your best to reduce the quality. And second thing, you will try your best to reduce the quantity. And then after that, you will try your best to display your name on it. Am I right? I have seen in Tamil Nadu temples, somebody will purchase one tube light and give it to the temple. On the tube light, they will write Ramanathan, son Somanathan, is in his memory of his old grandmother, so and so, and on the date of such and in such and such a date, they donated by all their family members. The whole sentence will be written with a black paint on the tube light. When you switch it on, only black lines will be seen in the. No, the only black line will be seen in the walls. No light will come out. I have seen, and in many temples I have seen, Vishwanathan Mandir donated by and Somanathan. The Vishwanath will be small letter, the Somanath will be big letter. That board which says that what deity it is, that will be very small, and the board who donated this board says will be too big. First thing, you will try to reduce the quantity. Next thing, you will try to reduce the quality. Third thing, you will try to at least display your name maximum. Then can it be a dana? Can it be a dana? No. It can never be a dana. It can never be the sacrifice. It is always business. So, here the Upanishad says, the Uttalaga is into the business, little bigger bargain, little higher level bargain. The next sentence is the beautiful sentence. He had a son named Nachiketa. He is the hero of the whole Upanishad. Visualize a young 7-year-old cute boy with all curiosity, inquisitiveness to know the truth. You can see here with the open. Can visualize, see him. Young boy. He had a son named Nachiketa. When Uddalaka's cows were being taken to be given to the Brahmins as gifts, Nachiketa could see that they were very old. Their bodies were worn out. They had eaten their last. They had drunk their last water and given their last milk. Nachiketa was filled with trust and sincerity. Let me finish this line. When Uddalaka started giving, you see, when it is said Annadanam should be done, he started giving one handful of rice. When it says Vastradanam should be done, he started giving kerchiefs. Kerchiefs means the hankies. When it says Kodanam should be done, Kodanam means the cows should be donated. He got all old cows. Here is a beautiful statement, says, they had eaten their last, they had drunk their last water and given their last milk, and their bodies were worn out. Let me read out that. Pitotaka, Jaktatruna, Duktadoha, Nirindriyaha. It means they drank enough of water and finished. They cannot drink any more water. And they have eaten enough, they cannot eat any more grass. They have given milk enough, they cannot give any more milk. They have given birth to the calves enough, they cannot do any more. And this type of cows are getting donated. He gives this type of cows as a gift to the Brahmins. It means what he is trying his best to reduce the quantity and quality. He is trying his best to play the game of business. He is is trying his best to give minimum and take the maximum, so that when he goes there, he can show the photograph. You see, I have donated. Doing sacrifice, doing gift, giving gift only for the sake of photograph. I have seen in Tamil Nadu, there is a movement. One guru, he's not a guru actually, he's not even a Swami, he's a married guy, he's running a devotional movement, something like a devotional movement. And he used to donate. One of his chief devotee, somehow he fed up with him, and he attended our meditation camp, and he came and somehow got settled with me. I asked him, how could he do so much? Could he do so much of donations in the public? I am surprised. From where he gets the fund? He says, nothing, Swamiji. If the sewing machine donation means, we ourselves will get 100 sewing machine, 100 people. They will be given the sewing machine. The moment they go out, they will give the sewing machine back and take 100 rupees and go away. Just for the sake of photograph, the sewing machines are given. Nothing, Swamiji, we will get 200 cycle for rent. And write on that our name. And make big photographs. Give it to the paper. And in half an hour the cycle also will return. That guy will have 100 rupees and go. This is what is happening. That's what same thing here. When you do it for some reason, you try to reduce the quantity and quality. And the one next joke is the great joke. He used to do the free marriage. I asked them, what about that? Then what about the free marriage? He says, no, Swami, that is original. That nothing can be done. After marriage, you cannot say, hey, go. You cannot do that. But the Mangal Sutra and all is given in the copper. It is not given in the gold. It is not, nothing much is spent. Just he gets the people here and there and puts them in marriage. And then afterwards they are suffering. Anyhow, when you do it for some purpose, this is where we end. It ends as a business. Whenever, and I always tell people, when you do something for me, if you don't tell, I will tell. If you start telling, I will stop telling. It always happens. If they don't tell, I will tell. I will continuously repeat. And when I tell, I always exaggerate. You know that. When I tell, because it is not even a quantity which they give, I measure. The love which they give, that I measure. So I always feel that as a big. When somebody gave it in silver, I always feel it is a gold. Because I see the emotion behind it. I weigh along with emotion. Ordinary people weigh only the gold or silver. I weigh their emotion also. So when I tell, I always exaggerate. People come and used to ask me, Swamiji, I gave only this, but you are telling all around, I gave that, I gave this, I gave this. I tell them, because you are not talking, I am telling. If you start talking, I will stop. Whose telling will be good? You all know. Whenever something is done with emotion, I weigh the emotion, not the thing which is done. Actually, the other day, before starting to Himalayas, the Sai Padaga Trust has done a golden Padaga and presented to me in the ashram. The president of the Sai Padaga Trust means they made more than 10,000, 15,000 golden Padagas for Baba, Sai Baba, and he blessed it, and they sent all over the world to all his devotees. Wherever the Sai Padaga is there, this trust is the responsible. And they made a golden chariot also for Baba. Anyhow, this the president, he came and he somehow became close and devoted. He asked me that, Swamiji, I want to do a Padaga for you, golden Padaga. I said, ask first Baba's permission, then come and do. Don't, before that I won't accept. He went and asked Baba. Baba said, do two. One for Swamiji's walking, another one to keep it in the ashram so that people will worship. Make two and go and do a big puja as a puja which is done the formal way, which is done in the Puttaparthi. What they do in the same way, go and do the puja and offer it to Swamiji. Then they made two Padagas and brought. When they asked me to show to all our devotees, I said, here is the golden Padaga brought by Sai Padaga Trust. They said, no, Swamiji, it is made out of, it is only coated. it is not totally gold. I said, no, it is not the gold or the silver which minds. It is the devotion and the love with which you brought, the acceptance, the broad-mindedness, that counts, not the gold or silver. When they don't tell, I go around telling. They never go and tell others. That is the reason I go around and tell. There are many people who have done big things. I never go out and tell. Even if they come and ask me, did they do all these things, Swamiji? I said, oh, is it so? I don't know, I don't remember. I don't remember. Whenever you don't speak, I speak. When you start speaking, I stop speaking. The same thing happens with the Uddalaka, the Nachiketa. Nachiketa is the hero. Uddalaka is the father of the hero. And this guy, this Uddalaka, is giving all sorts of old things. That's what, when Annadana means one morsel of uncooked rice. Vastradhara means one kerchief. Godana means all old cows which is supposed to be slaughtered. That type of cows he brings and starts giving donation as a big Ramakrishna says a beautiful story. In Bengal, they used to have a Mudi festival. Mudi means the flattened rice. Mudi kena sollinga?
It is boiled and
puffed rice. Puffed rice. Festival of puffed rice means the puffed rice will be sold in the market. All will take that rice and offer it to Vishnu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One Mysore rice seller was there. He sells so much of rice, but he will not even take one morsel of rice and offer it to Vishnu or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. One day, too much of cyclone and all rice started flying in the cyclone. Immediately he took his hand, oh Narayana Arpanamastu, Narayana Arpanamastu. He started repeating, Om Narayana Arpanamastu. Now he cannot do anything about it. All rice is flying out of his hand. Then he started crying, oh Sarvam Narayana Arpanamastu, Sarvam Narayana Arpanamastu. That is the same way we also do. Which is not useful, which we cannot hold. Sometimes, which is going away from us, what we do? Oh Narayana Arpanamastu, Narayana Arpanamastu. Many people I have seen. Whatever is not useful in their house, what is occupying their house, they will bring all these things and put it in the ashram. And they will tell, all these things are donation to the ashram, Swamiji. What for donation? You cannot keep it in the house. So, he started doing this type of dana.